Antoine Griezmann, the story behind why the Atletico Madrid forward is only playing 30 minutes per game. Diego Simeone says Antoine Griezmann helps Atletico Madrid. Why has he only been used as a substitute all season, except against Real Madrid? The Frenchman is the club's equal leading goalscorer alongside Alvaro Morata despite playing barely a third of available minutes. Griezmann, 28, signed for Barcelona from Atletico Madrid for £108 million on Bastille Day in July 2019. He's still the sixth most expensive footballer ever. Griezmann's signing is associated with the acrimony of Josep Maria Bartomeu's dealings. Even when the player landed at Barcelona, the trade was controversial. Griezmann's buyout clause reduced from €200 to €120 on July 1, 2014, and he joined Barcelona 12 days later. Atletico claimed the deal between the player and Barcelona was finalized before the buyout clause was decreased and demanded the greater amount. Barcelona reportedly told Atletico to read the deal. Barcelona shouldn't be shocked by Atletico's request. Many of the club's top players wanted Neymar to return from PSG in 2017. Bartomeu stoked the flames by denying an agreement to bring in Griezmann, even if there was one. It was a dismal start that would hinder his ability to hit the ground running once it became evident that his arrival was a fait accompli, and any chatter of Neymar's return was smoke and mirrors. Gerard Piqué, Jordi Alba, and Luis Suarez were angered by Griezmann's juvenile celebrations and sense of humor. Everything about the ill-fated agreement indicated he would never fit in with Barcelona's leadership, despite being a consummate professional. But it wasn't his fault. Sometimes on the right, sometimes on the left, he never complained. Griezmann would have been more successful in Leo Messi's spot, but it was already taken. When Barcelona needed to sell players to survive, Griezmann topped the list. Griezmann couldn't believe his luck. Everyone at Atletico loves him, and he couldn't wait to return. A 2-year loan arrangement between the clubs required Atletico to pay Barcelona €40 million to buy Griezmann permanently if he played more than 45 minutes in more than 50% of the games. Barcelona breathed a sigh of relief, as they no longer had to pay Griezmann €38 million a year. His Barcelona contract expires in 2024. Last season. If he plays similarly this season, Atletico's responsibility will soon begin. Answer: for the French forward to come in after 60 minutes, reducing his percentage below 50%. Until Sunday's derby, Griezmann had always substituted. His introductory minutes in these games explain everything: 62, 62, 64, 63, 61, 63, 62. The loan arrangement lowered minutes played to 70%. After the Porto Champions League game, Simeone said, "We don't know how he'll perform playing 60 minutes since he's doing great in 30. Simeone has given up attempting to convince us that leaving his most talismanic player till the final half hour was a tactical move." The manager responded, "I'm a clubman." Despite starting against Real, Griezmann is becoming frustrated with being exploited as a financial pawn in the club's Mexican standoff. He's professional yet plays with the zeal of a newbie. Griezmann never decided not to play, he merely follows instructions. Barcelona threatened legal action last week through friendly media, saying Atletico's actions were unlawful. Barcelona knows that as long as Griezmann is on loan to Atletico, they can play him whenever they want. Atletico need him since they're currently 8th. L'Équipe said that the two clubs are close to agreeing on a €25 agreement that would relieve Barcelona of a financial burden and give Atletico unfettered access to the player. Barcelona are more bullish than Atletico about a deal. Atletico Madrid offered Barcelona €20 million to settle this summer. They did so knowing Barcelona wouldn't pay Griezmann's salaries soon. They knew Barcelona had previously accounted for this €40 million in its asset sales, financing arrangements, and figure crunching. Barcelona rejected Atletico's offer and told them to stay to the contract, although Atletico claims they are doing so. They may repent. Atletico president Enrique Cerezo summarized Griezmann's reception: "We don't plan to meet with Barcelona. His tale is obvious. We're at the same situation as at the start of the season with Barcelona and Griezmann. Griezmann began against Real but wants more. His lawyer is handling the case, and although there is no progress, the three parties realize a solution must be found quickly." Mundo Deportivo, a Barcelona-based sports publication, says Atletico aren't limiting the player's ability to play. As a club and league-registered player, he has the right to effective employment, and the club is merely required to let him practice with the team, not promise him a starting spot. Atletico's case has legal precedents. Ronald Koeman said in 2007-08 that David Albelda wouldn't wear the Valencia jersey while he was in charge. Albelda sued, alleging limitation of his playing rights, but lost when the court said he still had his license and Koeman's choice not to play him was technical. Didier Deschamps also remarked on the World Cup. He claimed it's unusual to handle a player of Griezmann's caliber this way, but he'll be less exhausted. He's still a vital player for his club, but he wants to play more than 30 minutes a game. It would be nice for him to play more with us, Deschamps remarked. How long will Griezmann tolerate being a replacement, and how long will Ximi unplay his trump card so sparingly? Then we'll be closer to a solution.